a very, very welcome one. 144 for 6.
I just need. Adiga. Asna. Ada beda. Oita my face in the bag go. Umute bag. अच्छा लाइक उठाओ सब्सक्राइब करो पता ना हराई दो वाला
allowed the Bangladeshi bowlers to keep the runs in check, but there was a boundary in the last ball of the previous over.
He does prefer this length. He likes executing that stroke, the ramp one, and did it effectively.
Oh, now he had to reach for that. Here's the reaction from the keeper. Got himself a couple of runs, but I tell you what, not the most convincing looking shot.
Yeah, he was looking to stay inside the line of that delivery to be able to hit the ball over extra cover, but it turned out to be a wide delivery. Had to reach for it. Now, nicely executed. Very much in control on that occasion. Liana again, and appreciated by all and sundry. Swap sweep into the gap, and that'll be 4.
Just gaining confidence, and it's Masaranga with that boundary takes the Sri Lankan score up to 150. Crowd will be delighted. Is one slop sweep along the ground. Ball is square, half corner targeted, and with the boundary achieved. So a few boundaries coming in close proximity of each other. That is nicely eased down the ground for another single.
He's a busy cricketer, isn't he? Doesn't like to be bogged down. Wants to feel the ball onto the bat. Saranga, a bit of pressure on the bowler and the captain. A bit of conferring going on out there in the middle.
Just because there are some runs coming now, I don't think the bowlers should get flustered. They've done a grand job in containment. One or two boundaries might come here and there. If they remain bowling to their lines and lengths in a disciplined manner, the success they've had can be replicated.
Yeah, keep focusing.
Oh, now! Was there a bit of bat before it went on to the pads? No reaction from the umpire, asking the keeper, who says maybe it's going down leg. And I think they've decided it's not worth their while in going for the review.
How's that? Delivery going with the arm. Yeah. Right call, right judgment from the wicketkeeper and also the umpire.
Eager enough on appeal though. Wicker, but allows the batter to rock on the back foot. Quick look at that appeal. Just going down leg side. The keeper was not moving to his left. Ball tracking will tell you was pitching outside leg. So nothing else matters really. That is over. 153 for 6. And it's also time for a drinks break. This is getting the runs early on, and then the wickets came tumbling around.
A very good start, for the Bangladeshis, but then for a little while Kusal Mendes came in the way, but it was the left-arm spinner who kept on providing Bangladesh team with breakthroughs, and that was a great referral and a big wicket. Always a big scout. Mendes, that was a soft dismissal.
Was indeed. And he was in a bit of tangle, a little bit of an inside edge onto the pads, and then easy enough for the keeper to take, and he was cock-a-hoop. Tanvir has been very impressive, but maybe the problems for Bangladesh, Tanvir's got one over, Tamim has one over left, so will be dependent on their weaker pace bowlers to do the job for them. It will be a dilemma for the captain. Run a ball needed. Allows the ball to come on to him and open the face. It will be crucial on the part of Bangladesh's most experienced bowler, Mustafizur Rahman, who's got all the little finesse of bowling, particularly the cutters. He's got very subtle wrists, and the manner he bowls the cutters is very difficult for batters to detect at point of delivery. To be very watchful of that. He came back with a good third over, still quite expensive in terms of the rest of the bowlers in comparison. Coming around now. Mustafiz, maybe one area has been lacking. He had that for a while in the middle of his career, was coming over the wicket and bringing the ball back in, a la Wasim Akram. But now he somehow seems to have lost it. So when he wants to bring the ball back in, he comes around the wicket. It is a little too obvious for the batter.
Yeah, it's the angle, isn't it? And from there, if he's able to take the ball away from the batter, he can ask too many questions.
Well, with his cutter bowling ability, you'd expect him to pitch the ball all about the off stump and cut it away. But his natural rhythm, his momentum is taking the ball, is angling away. So that natural angle that he has coming over the wicket is not there. It's not accentuated, a real deliberate effort with a rip of the wrist, a lot of reps on the ball. There he goes. I think it's got a touch that seemed to be a sound, but it's dying on the keeper.
Yeah, since it was a slow delivery, even though the batter was looking to throw, kitchen sink on that one, still didn't carry. It was very slow, that delivery.
Superbly bowled, 116. What a nice change of pace and ball victory of using the edge. Throws in a little bit more shoulder. Great stuff. Good work in the field.
Now Lianage has middled the ball consistently. He hasn't been able to hit the ball into the gaps. That's why he has consumed 52 deliveries for his 22 runs. Maybe he has to delay stroke slightly late to be able to find some gaps or make the ball early.
Exit lane. Gets it into the deep, gets a single, but just the 2 runs in that Mustafizur over, 155 for 6.
94 runs of 90 balls. That's the equation for Sri Lanka. Bangladesh needs 4 wickets. .155 for 6. Lianage on strike. 23 of 53. Goes for the slog sweep and he gets it.
Very good.
Over short square leg. Well, it's that time of the innings where you cannot be playing everything cautiously. You need to be also looking for runs.
Oh, very lucky. That was almost in the palms. Going with the turn, that was the right option. He was current for 54 deliveries. The option was right, but the execution could have been better.
So the important thing here for Sri Lanka is not to be just playing dots. This approach is the right approach, 24 of 33. And will this? No, it won't be cleared. It is taken in the deep. For a moment I thought that Manithu Hasaranga timed it well. Found the fielder in the deep mid-wicket boundary. And Bangladesh have broken this partnership.
This stroke was long coming. Manithu Hasaranga played with the turn. There was nowhere near the middle of the bat. Tanzim Hassan Shakib picks up a good catch, and Mehdi Hasan Miraj picks up a wicket. After 5 ODIs, the skipper has delivered. Dismissing Manithu Hasaranga de Silva, who's dismissed for 13 of 16 deliveries. Sri Lanka in trouble on 56%.
Bangladesh on top. 156 for 7. That target looking quite a distance away. And 16.53, a strike rate of 54 for Deekshana. Best of 38. Slip in. Mehdi straight away drops into a length. Another look at that slog sweep by Manithu Hasaranga.
We all thought that was going
Out of the boundary. Just bottom of the bat. India's really well. He uses the crease, and sometimes the ball does give you the indication that it's full or it's not. So, been wonderful. Leading from the front, the skipper.
Absolutely, the Bangladesh spinners have done brilliantly well. They've attacked the Sri Lankan batters.
And nicely bowled slower. And again, for a moment, the sound of that ball hitting the bat. For a moment, I thought it cleared the fielder.
But as you said, it's the bottom of the bat rather than the sweet spot. Excellent over. 36 done, 156 for 7. Lianage, the key, he's got to really lead from here. Has Dikshan at the other end to support him, but it is going to be all him if Sri Lanka is to win here. And this time he gets it in the gap and he gets a boundary. A little whip of his head. That's a good start to the over.
The perfect start to the over. Beautifully picked up off his hip, Janit Greenage. The shortest to play. Ensure that this shot, while it's quite hittable, right in the gap. Change the field. Asad Mahmood at square leg being transferred to short mid wicket. Looks like Shamim Hussain has dropped back to the square leg.
Has to be wide. They'll steal a run. I'm wondering whether he touched the pad. He's going down the leg side. Palya Guruge doesn't signal. Is that pad? That's what the umpire thinks.
Reaction from the extra cover fielder, bowler. All was convinced that there was some below. The wicket keeper is when he moved in. There you go. He's going for the rebound. Yes, looks like that came off the face of the bat. Oh, that could have been the game set and match for Bangladesh. Mustafizur Rahman, he cannot believe he's in the field, feeling a short extra cover to keep wickets in the last game. Chakra rallies sometimes or most of the keeps wickets in the test side, but that should have been taken at this level.
Absolutely. I thought that was catchable without any doubt. Did move across, get his gloves, did get his gloves to it. Janit Greenage is very lucky, and so is Sri Lanka. As you said, that would have been big edge. Yes, that was catchable. Absolutely catchable, no doubt about it. Runs here.
The wicket keepers in the warm-up takes about 15-20 catches just like that. What matters in a game comes only one or two, especially in the subcontinent right throughout. When that comes, that has to be doubled. Can that be costly? Seen Janit Greenage with the tail scoring 100 against Bangladesh in Bangladesh in the past, and Chakra Ali probably will remembering all those memories.
Was into his gloves and somehow bubbled out. It was in his gloves. He was on the move, he was not stable. They got 7 runs in the over so far. Sri Lanka's requirement 86 of 79. The plan will be to bat as deep as possible and then maybe take your chances, and if you can get that far without losing wickets.
Just the 4 overs of spinners left. Tanveer, Miraj and Shamim. Asad Mahmood, Tanzim who opened the bowling since they bowled their first spell have not had a say yet. Mustafiz, yes, he had a couple of spells. Not a bad idea to get Tanzim Hassan. He's a naturally attacking bowler, likes to be aggressive. Couple of overs from him just to rough my station up as he's still new to the crease. Won't be a bad option with Tanzim Hassan aggression. Be a wide down the left side.
Useful runs for Sri Lanka. At this stage, runs are at a premium. Yes, they've got 8 runs in the over, but it's not been easy for them to score runs. Well, he hasn't had a great day behind the stump with the gloves in hand. Again, you could see that he was grabbing at it. This time he was moving. Both opportunities. The second one was far more easier than the first one. 164 for 7. Well, that's the 69 runs show for Sri Lanka in terms of partnerships. Some promising partnerships cut short, 27 and 24, but I think the critical one was Kusal Mendis and Kamindu Mendis. 7 runs, Kusal Mendis getting out. That was the big moment to me in the game. Bangladesh has been very clever since then. They just did not let Sri Lanka break free. With the vigor of Kusal Mendis, they just kept applying pressure. Again the sweep, and again over square leg. Only a single, and in fact they're coming for 2. This is good cricket. I don't think it was smart cricket on the part of Mustafis on the boundary, but Janit Lianage was very good coming back for the second.
Read the situation really early. Janit Lianage, he realizes Mustafis Rahman bowled the last over, still thinking about the drop catch. He's in the dreamland. Janit Lianage, his awareness towards the situation was excellent. Even Mahesh Theekshana, when he ran the first one, wasn't probably thinking of coming back for the second, and he was pushed by Janit.
Clever cricket on the part of Sri Lanka, but they got to maintain it. Mahesh Theekshana's role will be to knock the ball into gaps, get Lianage on strike. Just make sure that he keeps his end going. Don't go for the glory shot. That will be the plan. Yes, that's the sensible plan as far as he's concerned.
Mahesh Theekshana is a player. Every opportunity he gets in with the bat, though it's international cricket or domestic, he loves to contribute with the bat. What an occasion that he's received. 81 of 74. It's a tough task, uphill task. Seen in the past, funny things have happened, and Janit Lianage certainly has what it takes to chase him down. Seen in the past, he can do it, but just need one solid partner from the other end. That's where disappointment was with Lianage and Manikal Hasaran, who's playing in this team as an all-rounder. The contribution has not been up to the mark.
Gets a single off the last ball. 6 runs off that over. 12 overs to go. Sri Lanka 170 for 7. Comparison 200 for 5, 170 for 7. Bangladesh will be disappointed that they got just 248 from 200 for 5. Going to his last over. Tanvir has bowled extremely well, 4 for 39. Slip in with Theekshana on strike. Very important that Bangladesh look to attack Mahesh Theekshana here. That's the end they should be after.
Slowing it down, isn't he? Tanvir bowling his last over. He's looking for his fifer in his second game. Oh, close. Probably pitching outside the leg stump. Probably. He's in the line of the stump. That looks really close. Shakur Ali is convinced that it was pitching outside the leg stump. That's what he's indicating.
Well, the danger was that Theekshana was playing across the line, playing against the turn. Now, how about that? How about that? Has he? That's a soft dismissal. 5-wicket haul for Tanvir. He's bowled brilliantly. He's made in 5-wicket haul in just his second game, and what a soft dismissal of Mahesh Theekshana.
Yeah, it was very, very soft. That was probably the softest in this game. He just cooks it. Rashad Hussain, the substitute, takes an easy catch. Tanvir Islam, what a Very interesting debut in the last game. Oli Senna was with cramps, picks up his first fifer in his second. Takes a gone for two, Sri Lanka, 174.
Bangladesh within sight of victory as Usman Jamir best of 29 average, just under 12. So they haven't had a great record at the R. Premadasa. They have lost 11 games to Sri Lanka, so they are almost on the verge of winning their first game. 79 of 69 with just 2 wickets standing. And Tanvir has 3 deliveries to bowl in his spell. And straight away beats the outside edge. It's been a brilliant spell by this left-arm spinner.
That was nice diction, very soft. And the follow-up delivery to Dushman Jamir, the first delivery he's facing in international cricket in about after 16 months. Was a beauty. And that had to turn back slightly. That was a natural variation.
Well, he celebrates his 5th wicket by thanking the Almighty. 5 for 39. Last ball of his spell. Slip and a gully in. Jamir survives and it's a wicket maiden, and what a spell it has been for Tanvir and the second Bangladeshi to take a 5-wicket haul against Sri Lanka. 170 for 8 in 39 overs. Well, he's achieved the best ever bowling by a Bangladeshi bowler against Sri Lanka in ODI cricket. Tanvir Islam 5 for 39, a match-winning bowling spell.
Hiding his emotions, Sanat Jayasuriya, not a happy man. Be very disappointed with this effort. Should be a couple of runs here, Janit Vinage. Clearly, not happy. If I'm reading the lip reading properly, he says Janit Vinage has to take more responsibility and take more strike.
Yeah, that has to be the plan, no doubt. That's Sri Lanka's plan.
Good bowling,
Bangladesh, on the other hand, has done brilliantly. They should be commended for what they have done. 248 never looked a big score, but the spinners have done a brilliant job here. Again, works it on the leg side, only a single. Now what happens here is that the run rate is now gradually climbing at 7.35.
No contrasting difference in emotions. Kesia Jayasuriya, the elder daughter of Sanat Jayasuriya with the striped top, is having a time of his life, and Sanat Jayasuriya is hiding his emotions. Oh, brilliant.
They had a thought for him, naturally. Well, she can afford to smile, but not the father, because there's so much on his shoulders as the head coach. Yeah, she's down here in Sri Lanka on holiday. She lives in and studies in Melbourne. She's having a great time. Whereas
Some of the Sri Lankan side have been in tatters, unfortunately. Dushmantha Chamira takes a single to end the 40th over. 174 for 8.
Or 60 balls. Sri Lanka has just 2 wickets. Sani Manudev done in there again. 37 not out. What a effort by Tanvir Islam. It's in on top of his man, I think, for pace, but there was some bounce and hit him, I think, around that flap.
Look going on the top to me. Mendias and Miraj as well at mid-off straight away suggested. Whereas the wicket keeper and the bowler was quite convinced that this delivery was, crashing this probably like bales on the top of the middle stump, leg stump. Clearly the height. Dushmantha Chamira is 6 foot 1 inches. That would have easily gone over the top. Figures may not suggest that Hassan Mahmood has bowled well. 4 overs to 21. He actually set the tone really well with a couple of very good overs up front. Some lovely length bowling. This occasion going for the Yorker and his ball was tailing in. Probably a bit of reverse swing.
Good presence of mind for Hassan Mahmood, knowing that Chamira is expecting a slightly shorter delivery, going for that full length, as you said, tailing in. And don't forget, we are using a single ball here, so there would be reverse swing.
It probably won't be a bad idea to give Dushmantha Chamira a short one, just to remind him his own medicine can be given back. And then going for the full Yorker with tailing in. Tries it, but that occasion was solidly played by Dushmantha. Tanvir Islam only playing his second ODI. Picked up Nishan Madusi, that was quite soft. Taken by Navid Roy. Musal Fitness came down the track, missed the straight one, given allowed win upstairs. Coming to Mendy's second time in the series, soft dismissal. Bellalade gets a inside edge, easy taken by Jakarali. Nice Tikshana, rather soft dismissal. To give Tanvir Islam his 5-wicket haul, just the second game. Has to be a wide, yeah. Called by Usharpalli Durge, who's standing on his 100th ODI.
Well, he's bowled brilliantly, has he? He's been always on a length. He's always been asking questions, both to the left hand and to the right hand. There's some wonderful lines and lengths. Challenged both the inside edge and the outside edge. Inside edge early on with the one that was sliding on with the arm, and then he got some grip and turn.
Very happy for Tanvir Islam, but a game in his debut where he had cramps, somehow he toughened it out. He bowled his 10 overs of quota, struggling very much in the last game. Come an important game, he dishes out wonderful spell, 10 overs, 5 wickets, and easily it's the best in his short career. I'm pretty sure more we see Tanvir Islam in the future, that he'll get better and better. And he's keeping Rishad Hossain, the leg spinner, out of the side of this Bangladesh. So shows the trust the selectors and the management has kept on Tanvir Islam.
Well, they are checking. They're asking for a catch. Let's see what happens here.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for a bump ball. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Here we go to front on, please. Go back. Can we just go? Yeah, it appears to have maybe hit the bottom of the bat. Can we just check with outside edge? Okay, thank you. Ball's made contact with the bat and then has hit the ground. I'm ready to make my decision for the big speed.
Well, it's the bottom of the bat and then bounces up to the wicket keeper. So Dushmantha Chamira survives it. There's 1 run in the over now. This asking rate has gone above 8. Sri Lanka can't afford to just be playing dots. They need to look for runs just to make sure that the run rate is manageable. And it's a very good over again. Just a wide conceded. 175 for 8. 9 overs to go. That's the requirement for Sri Lanka. And in terms of runs per over, 8.22 pace on both ends. Tansim coming on, just bowled 2 overs in his first spell. Had the wicket, the price scalp of Pathum Nissanka, but went for 14. Dushmantha Chamira has played 11 deliveries for 1 run. Janit Lianage, who needs to really take the role here of scoring runs. 37 of 65. Pace of the first delivery from Tanzim.
He got 2 different variations when it comes to slow balls, Tanzim. Got an off cutter, got a back of the hand slow ball, got a good bouncer, a decent yorker, very good with the new ball, as you said. Bowled a wonderful delivery to get rid of Pathum Nissanka, the man in form. Complete bowler. Certainly what I like about him most is his aggression. Keeps running in. Ball, very well bowled. Hint of probably reverse swing, tailing back in to the right-hander.
Started well, started with a slower delivery, and as you said, a very good reverse swinging delivery that he keeps it out. Almost a yorker, did very well. Yep.
Moving it late. Definitely reverse swinging offer.
Again, this is good bowling. This is really good bowling. He is on the money straight away, not giving Janit Lianage any room at all.
As Sean tell you, the fast bowling coach, he'll be a happy man with the effort of all the 3 quicks. This was a perfect yorker, right on the crease. Janit Lianage did well to get his boots off. Felt that land on the toe. Shot. Is it in the gap? Yet it is. Fielder and sweeper cover was about 10 feet in front. And Janit Lianage trying to change the length. And brings up a boundary after 32 deliveries.
Yeah, give something for the Sri Lankan fans to cheer. Janit Lianage looking to bat outside the crease. You could see that he's down the pitch, knowing that Tansim is going full. Got it on the full and got it through extra cover. We're looking for a single here. So they've got 5 runs of the first 5 deliveries. So 69 of 49, that's the requirement. 1 delivery for Chamira to survive.
Pretty sure it's going to be one of those toe crushers. Tanzim Hassan Shah will fancy his chances. Dushman Chamira himself, being a fast bowler, he'll know what's on offer and what's going to come. He'll probably have a shot that lift and keep it outside. And that's lovely timing. He went for the Yorker, missed the length, and perfect timing and placement by Dushman Chamira to end the 42nd over with a boundary. 184 for 8.
48, just the 2 wickets remaining. Bangladesh, well, they're hunting. Lanka off to an express start. 75 for 1 after 10 overs, and then the choke was on. Well, Dushman Chamira can back, and he's gonna have to do his best to support Johnny Dean again. Oh, put down, hit hard though. Rishab Hussain, the substitute fielder, he's tall, he got to it, couldn't hang on, Shamim.
No, he couldn't, really went very quickly to him. That could have been it for Sri Lanka. Very hard, and that was the saving grace. It was high, made a good effort, but could not latch on.
Well, Bangladeshi fans look at him this way, he's saved too.
One way of looking at it.
Well, all the fielders in the circle, they stand back, hit off. He's up, there are 3 in the deep on the leg side. Third man, Puipakawa, 44 to lead again. Yep, he's got to take these runs. He's gonna need Dushman Chamira the same as well. If not, with the rate above 8, you really are going to struggle. Because Chamira can bat, he can play shots like this. Oh, class shot. I mean, when you look at what Bangladesh have done, Tanzim, his effort with the bat, 30 runs for the 10th wicket. That's a massive difference, because Sri Lanka chasing, they'll be looking up and thinking 62. But if it was 30 or 25 less, even for the batters, their projection, how they're going to chase the score down, their mindset would have been much easier. So those 30 runs are a massive part in this game.
Absolutely, I think you hit the nail on the head, Russ, because at that point in time they were folding around the 210 mark. Brave effort with the bat by Tanzim Saqib really gave Bangladesh that little bit of an outside hope in getting to that 248.
Well, the crowd, they are getting into it. Brilliant, brilliant.
The bowling from both the paces have been excellent. Opportunity was created, it was dropped. They bowled Yorkers, almost toe crushers. Haven't allowed the batters to get underneath the ball. It's been tight and accurate. A continuation of the disciplined bowling has been going on, has been done earlier by the spinners.
Shamim, 1 over. Shamim has 1 over. But is it that time of the game where you can bring him in, whereas your fast bowlers have plenty amongst them? Oh, he's picked it up on the bounce to the fielder. He's doing the right thing. Get off strike somehow.
And also I think Sri Lanka will have to throw caution to the wind for a while. They just cannot afford to sit back and allow things to happen. They have to take a few chances.
Oh yes, that's the only way forward, not knocking it around. Last ball of the 43rd, they've got 6 of this. Not up with the required rate. They're cheering every run. crowd had gone quiet. 191 for 8. For 39 to Tanveer Islam. Only his second game. He bowled like a champ. Innings 98 for 7 in 29 overs. That's what you call a real fan. Mustafizur Rahman. He's been on the expensive side, but a great time to have him in your ranks. That's up in the air, hit off. Can't get to it. He can't get his body behind either. It skips away. Half century to Janit Tianage. It's been a fighting knock. His fifth in ODIs. He's really battled hard to get these runs together.
Oh, he needed a splash of luck and he just got it with that stroke. The touch and go with that feeler from long off was going to come and get it decided. The last moment maybe to save the boundary. The disappointment for the bowler, but all credit to him for being positive, getting to that milestone.
Been a real grind, wickets falling all around him. Trying to capitalize on the pieces of luck that he got. Tamira on strike. Will they go for 2? He's playing his part.
Well, getting all the slices of luck because they're playing the ball in the air. Just as I said, they'll have to take a few risks. They are taking the risks and luck is favouring them. Ball seeming to land in areas not within the range of the fielders. Good battle on here, particularly from Tianage.
Let's look at the field. There's a short fine leg. Mid-ons in the circle, extra cover in the point. Well, will Tamira go again? Slower ball into the pitch. Grips and turns Tamira.
That's the speciality of Mustafizur Rahman, slowing it down from 134 down to 110 clicks. And that cutter always gives a seed of doubt to the batter whether to go for it or not. Have a little poke, angles away very nicely.
And that's why that mid-on is crucial. You try to take him on there, you're basically hitting against the turn. Offside heavy the field for Mustafizur. Oh, very clever, very clever.
Sensible. They're mixing the aggression with the caution, milking the runs, putting the balls in the areas where they're not marshaled by troops of the Bangladeshis. Clever cricket at the moment.
29 is his highest score. Dushmanta Chamira. He though is to bat deep, not go after every delivery. But make sure you're rotating strike, keeping that scoreboard moving. Take a chance now and again. The closer it gets, harder it will be for the opposition as well. Has been hard, alright, for Janit Tianage. Yup, you need a run thief. There's your man. Couple of slices of luck. But that's what we thrive on. Last ball from Mustafizur. Oh, another slow one and another dot. 198 for 8. Senegal's best, 101 of 102 in Chakagram. Well, missed chances. Very close.
That one just went very quickly to Zakir. This one just over, tantalizing the close. This should have been taken by Zakir. Maybe the miss that might cost them later. Another one just tipping over, not touching that flight by Rishad Hussain.
Look, don't get me wrong, they have been good Bangladesh, even though we did highlight a few mishaps. But that's how the game goes. The effort, you cannot fall. The energy behind the game. Here's Mahmood. He takes him on. Has he got all of it? Yes, he has. Starts the over with a 6 and puts the 200 on the board.
Wow, what a strike that is. Some relief, cheers in the crowd, taking him on very first ball. He's decided to put the pressure on. Look at the manner, he just stepped forward, waits for the ball, full flourish of the bat, and then knew straight away the ball was going to sail over.
I think he was waiting for it. He was expecting that slow one. 45 off 35. Hits it well. This will be 2. Maybe more. Yes, it is. On the good side. And the feeling a bit of strife. What a great start. 2 wonderful shots from Janit Lane again.
What it looks from Shante. Suddenly, Sri Lanka on the charge. And what a wonderful manner. Look at the way he just opened the pace, timed it to perfection, despite that desperate effort. It was to no avail. Runs coming thick and fast.
Got the dive out early. Wonder if Shamim's feeling alright. Doesn't look good, doesn't look good. Lot of attention. A 6 and a 4 and suddenly the noise in the stadium. It's at its highest. Risky shot.
We're talking about that incredible innings that Saqib played at the end of the Bangladesh innings. It's a replication of the tailenders really showing their ways with the bat. And what a time to give the bowlers the charge. All the control they've had in the recent past thrown out the window with this sort of attacking strokes.
38 off 36, this partnership between Dusman and Chamira. Even he's on his feet. That man. He called for the players to stand up. Yeah, take your time, hold your nerve. It's just 2 wickets that Bangladesh need. 17 balls, suddenly a different game. 33 runs.
Great comeback here by Sri Lanka. One point in time, they're looking down and out when they lost the 8 wickets, but 38 of 36 balls, this partnership is looking threatening, worrying the Bangladeshi fans. Remember, Bangladesh have never beaten Sri Lanka at this ground ever before in the 11 matches they've played. This is the golden opportunity for them.
Well, under pressure, Hassan Mahmood. What would Memo do? Was full.
Delivery, get the runs once again. Control over the match from a difficult position. Then suddenly, against the run of play, I might say, they're taking strokes. While Yanagi and Chamira really upset that rhythm they had created for a while.
Well, the field changes for Dushmanta Chamira. Wine leg goes out, square leg goes out, so does third man. Gonna bowl back of a length, maybe even short at Chamira. Extra cover and mid wicket. 5 meters in from the circle. Trying to prevent the drop and run. Shorter, put away nicely. He's hit it well. But good fielding in the deep too to keep it down to 1.
Yeah, you need a lot of that. You need all the support in the field, particularly in the deep, because there will be a lot of balls going into the outfield. You've got to have that determination to go and stop every ball, every run. So very precious now.
40 off 38. This is the second highest 9th wicket partnership for Sri Lanka against Bangladesh. Now the highest is 82. Kisara and Sachitra Senanayake. Now Sri Lanka needs something close to that partnership to get home. Short. Nicely controlled. He's got the perfect start to the over. Now make sure that you're knocking it around and getting closer. You can't be a hero too soon. That's what you need to remember.
13 runs in the over, as you said. The advantage immediately taken by the batter with the 6 and the 4 in the first 2 deliveries, and forcing Hasan Mahmood to try and bowl different deliveries in the remaining 3 balls that he has bowled. He's been lucky that he's just given away 3 more runs. Got to finish it on a high.
What would Chamira do? It's been good in this partnership. And yes, choose the call. Will be just the one. So 14 off the 45th, 212 for 8. Off 30. Well, now Bangladesh have something to think about. Whoever thought we'll once again be in this situation when Kusal Mendis was batting. Mustafizur been going at 8 and over. That'll be a wide.
Even the experience of Mustafizur Rahman now being tested here with the approach of the Sri Lankan batters. It's been rather disappointing, to say the least. Just giving away too many runs to his 6th over, 7th over now. 48 runs already given away. But White, he's got to tighten up his bowling.
Oh, that was there, but slower delivery. Nicely deceived Chamira.
You've got to do more of that. Slow delivery. Just look at that. Wrist work. So very adept. This point of delivery, you've got to watch as a batter very closely to what he's trying to do.
Oh, so close to that leg stump. This won't be called. Danny again inquires, but I think that was a very good call from the umpire.
Might have just brushed his bat very close to the leg stump, as you said. But look at this. Oh, no, well, not close to the pads, pretty close to the stumps.
61% slow ball from Mustafizur. Oh, good fielding, good fielding. It's the captain.
Going to build up the dot balls. Bangladesh support staff will be hoping that Mustafizur Rahman can bring us all this wealth of experience, try and stem the flow of runs that's been happening in the last 3 or 4 overs.
He's been in this situation many a time, Mustafizur. You'll know, even if you're hit for 4 boundaries, you pick up a wicket, you look for that glory ball. That's the type of bowler he is. Well, when it matters, he's getting those slow balls right.
Exactly what the doctor ordered for Bangladesh. Sensible bowling, bowling with himself. Slow balls, 61%. Within overs 41 to 50. So January 2023 has to depend on the slow balls. Has to entice the batters to go for it drive. Maybe get the edge of the bat.
They've all moved back to the circle because 4 dots, you don't want to concede a boundary. Can't put back to ball, Shamir. All of a sudden, the equation gets difficult and Mustafizur pushes his team in front.
What a beautiful game. It's ebbing and flowing. The pendulum is swinging to Sri Lanka, next over to Bangladesh. Humdinger of a match, going to the wire. This is exciting stuff here.
Let's quieten down a bit once again. What does he do? Pitching outside leg stump, you're not getting it. So only the wide in that 46th over. Simply brilliant from Mustafizur. 213 for 8. Or 24. Now done it clear again. He'll have to step it up this over. He'll have to try and close up or catch up on the previous over where it was just the wide conceded. Tanzim Hassan Shakib, his runs with the bat is what stands between the two teams at the moment. 30-run, 10th wicket partnership. Short. He's gone that away for 4. A hint of wind with third man in the circle. Clean again. What a shot that was.
That stood up to be hit. Really a loose delivery, short and wide, and he's not going to miss out on that. Advantage back to Sri Lanka. Very first ball, and really walloped it and racing away to the boundary.
The field that is set, you have to bowl it into the pitch. Not fine leg, short third, mid off, and the extra cover. They are the ones in the circle. 47 the partnership. Well, here we go again. Down the ground. He's hit it well. He's hit it well enough. He gets another boundary. Done it clean again. You beauty. 50 partnership. It's come off 49 balls.
There's dancing in the aisles here at the Premadasa. The Sri Lankan fans elated. They can feel that these two, getting them closer to the target, chewing down the wicket straight as an arrow, getting it into the ground, but enough pace on it to just tease the fielder. Gets the deflection off the heads. First attempt with the hand, and then over the boundary.
Did well to get there. Just unfortunate. The melon in the way. It off now. Drop back. Lower delivery. Got the 2 boundaries. Taken the initiative away from the bowler. Now get close.
This is sensible cricket. There's the return to no avail. And then the soft hand for the single.
Now previously for Chamira, the fielders in the circle were creeping in on the one, but now, well, not quite. Mirage is just a short extra cover to creep in. Everyone else standing back. Oh, another dot, another dot.
Every dot so very precious. We've already had 9 runs in this over. Tanzim really needs to bowl, replicate that. Get the batter to drive, hardly any foot movement. Just evades the man. Desperately in search of a wicket here, Bangladesh.
Look, Chamira, at this vital point in the game, the last 7 balls he's faced have been dots. Drop and run. That's all you need to do. He misses again. Saqib getting it right.
Bangladesh will try to keep him at the batting and at the strikers end. Get as many as dot balls in as possible. He's had 2 in a row. Just trying to get bat on ball. Not really moving to the line of their ball. That dot ball to finish off would be perfect for Shakib.
Yep, last ball of the over. Extra covers now gone back onto the circle. Oh, he gets back on ball. Lianage is not running. Smart thing to do. 222 for 8. Oh, the big crowd that's come in, they've had a wonderful day. It's been a good outing. A game that's ebbed and flowed. 52-run partnership here for the 9th wicket for Sri Lanka. Janit Lianage, the star. Can he take Sri Lanka across the line? Mr. Fizur, just a single wide in the previous over. He's got ball in hand. Sri Lanka battling, searching for the runs they conceded to Bangladesh's last pair. He's hit that high, he's hit that well. It's gone a long, long way. What a way to start the over.
The very first ball is up to the batter, and it's that drop kick kind of a shot. The half volley has done it with a wonderful flourish of the bat. Look at this. Waits on it in his zone, right through the line, up in the air and long enough to take it over.
Every time he goes after the ball, those wrists come into play. He breaks it just at the right time, which gives him that extra power. Oh dear, Mustafizur strikes! Janit Lianage, he's thrown it away. That gap at mid-wicket was too inviting. Kept Mustafizur on, and he gets the prized wicket.
And what a wicket, as you mentioned. This is the turning point. This is what Bangladesh have been searching for. Right at the end. If he was around Lianage, they would have lots of problems, but the job has been done here by Mustafizur Rahman. One of his slowers surprised him. Just stood up on him, got the top part of the man, and it was easy catch to follow up. Captain's elated, he feels they've done it, and a great effort with the bat comes to an end. Hands on heads, disappointment for the crowd, but what an innings, appreciation from the coach and the support staff. Grand effort, has to go 28 for 9.
সাইডটা সারা আওয়াজ দিচ্ছে গেলে তো পানির আওয়াজ আইব
Sri Lanka's hero with the ball. Asita Fernando is out there. 21 required of 16. We really do not want to look at that best. Or rather, he's going to have to achieve his best here. Slipper waits. Oh dear. Bottom of the back for Asita Fernando.
Immediately the whole scenario changes with this wicket.
আউট হয়ে গেছে
So one rose up on him, trying to twist it around to the onside, getting a leading edge, and simple enough take for Mustafizur Rahman. He will be relieved.
মেইনটা
You could see it grip and turn. Now, there was an easy option of a one on that offside, but no one on the leg side trying to access that area, maybe thinking too if he gets the speed right, and hence turning the wrists.
And immediately after getting that wicket, you can see Mustafizur Rahman has got his rhythm back, he's got his confidence back, and he's going to trouble the two batters in the middle. Right time for the fizz to strike.
And take the fizz out of the Sri Lankan batting lineup. The chase.
It's been a good chase. At one point in time, they seemed to be struggling to get to the target. That last partnership was incredible.
Tamira turns it down. Well, he better start beating the drums, Fernando.
Although the fat lady is not dancing in the aisles yet, there's still something to happen. Bangladesh will be looking to finish this off, polish this off, win this game, make it 1-all. Take it to a decider in Palakele.
Full toss. This hit it. They should get through here. Then of 12 balls required, 230 for 9. Of 12. Tanzim 1 for 32, bit expensive. Crucial wicket for him. He's gonna bowl out 49th. From the other end, there's no doubt, if required, it will be Mustafizur. Slow ball. Tamira takes the single, just as Lianage needed Tamira to help him out. Asita's going to have to contribute as well.
But the Bangladeshi bowlers will have to tell themselves we're bowling at the tail enders. You need to be just disciplined. Wait for them to make a mistake. Not usually adept. The tail enders just have to bank on them making a mistake rather than you trying extra hard to do something.
Throw ball. Again. Asita Fernando. That little shimmy towards leg side took him too far away from the ball. Well, we're all thinking the way this game stands that would be the decider. The third ODI on the 8th. From Pallakale up in the hills, 220. Will be on air. First ball to be bowled at 2:30. Well, we'll know soon. Bangladesh looking to achieve their first win here at the R. Premadasa Stadium. He's actually missed out there. There was pace, third man and point in the circle. That's what he's thinking now, but it's too late. It's gone past already.
Yeah, it was too quick for him, and a lot of chatter from the captain in terms of adjusting the field. You see the fielders coming in the 30-yard circle.
Yeah, they say they heard something. They forced Miraj, who was at deep mid-off, to take the review.
TV umpire director, we have a play review for caught behind. The original decision is not out. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Okay, the ball's close to the back. Can we just confirm with ultra edge? Just go back one frame. Yeah, and then just they can get back and forwards. We've gone that through. Yeah, I'm satisfied. No batting ball. Lucy, you can stay with the original decision of not out. Stand by.
They took a chance. They thought they heard something. No more reviews. 9 balls remaining. It's not as if you can take it up to Candy, can you? Lower ball. That's in the air. Who wants it? Tanzim wants it. Tanzim gets there, but he drops it.
Unbelievable. He covered so much ground. The ball was swirling in the air. Seemed to have it covered. Oh, disappointment. Tanzim Shakib could have finished it. Not to be. Golden opportunity missed here. Slow delivery, boxed him. Got the throw in. Up in there. But could not latch on.
Good execution. Back of the hand. Tanzim gets his man.
Yes.
There
Thank
it
you
is, the win for
all
Bangladesh.
subscribers.
They've needed this desperately. The first win for Bangladesh here against Sri Lanka after 11 attempts. And from a situation where they didn't seem to have enough runs on the ball, it has been an absolutely top-class performance by Miraj and his men. Came back with a total which was defendable but was going to be very difficult. This is the man who did it with the ball, a 5 for young Tanvir Islam, and Bangladesh have dominated. They've stunned the crowd here. They've won a tight match. They've shown a lot of temperament and resilience, and they can really be proud of what they've achieved here today.
Oh, they sure can.